Hi guys, welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to climb the Hearthstone ranking to improve your skills and other Hearthstone related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. In this video I'm going to show you another hunter deck that has recently become very popular and is known to have high win rate in all levels of the Hearthstone ranking. It is a strong alternative to another very popular hunter deck, Galakrond Hunter, for which I also have a video. I highly suggest checking out the link down in the description. Because I want this guide to also be helpful to new players, let me make a quick intro to what Highlander decks are. Essentially, these are decks that contain no duplicate cards, which means you have only one card of each type. At the same time, you have several battle cry cards that trigger their effect when you have no duplicate cards, for example Zephrys the Great, Dino Tamer Bran and Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. Something very important here is that the cards in your hand don't block Highlander battle cries. So for example, if you discover a Rotnest Drake from the Primordial Explorer and you have another one still undrawn in your deck, that will not be a problem. There are some rare cases when duplicate cards may be shuffled into your deck and that will disable the Highlander effects until they are drawn. Bad luck Albatross can cause such situations. This Highlander type of decks is not exclusive to Hunter. Currently, Highlander strategy seems to work best for Hunters and Mages, but there is a chance that you meet also other Highlander decks like Priests and Shamans for example. The main strategy around Highlander Hunter deck is to take control of the board early and start damaging the enemy hero when there is an opportunity. It sounds easy, but it doesn't always work as you might want, and you have to be careful against decks with strong removal cards, like Priests for example, because you may instantly lose your minions and get your hand empty very fast. This is a common mistake among Hunter players, who try to rush the enemy hero with everything they've got, and they usually fail. Because of all that, games against decks like Galakrond Priests are very difficult, and that is why I have chosen to show later in this video one of my games against it. But before that, let me show you my current card selection and share with you some tips. Blazing Battle Mage and Dwarven Sharpshooter are both important for early stages of the game. Tracking may help you in some situations, but be careful, because you may need the cards it is discarding. I'm usually using it earlier if I play against more aggressive decks, and as late as possible when playing against decks that lead to longer fights. Swamp Ozzy can be very effective against other hunters, warriors and demon hunters. I also have Corrosive Breath, Fairy Dragon, Imprisoned Felmo and Scavenger Ingenuity that have important synergy with the beasts in the deck. Zephrys the Great, one of the Highlander cards, is very strong. I think that using it too early without an urgent need is a mistake. It is a very good option when you are about to finish the enemy hero and you need a good spell for that. I'm using also Animal Companion, Augmented Porcupine and two weapons that are very effective, Desert Spear and Storm Hammer. Next in the list are Diving Griffin, Frozen Shadow Weaver, Kill Command, Primordial Explorer and Scale Rider. Unleash the Hounds can be very helpful. It is also good in combination with Veranus when you must eliminate several strong enemy minions in one turn. Zixor and Bonewrath are also here. Dragonbane, which is a very interesting card, can be a game changer if used properly. Another two dragons, Evasive Failwing and Big Whelp. Faceless Corruptor can help in situations when you need to remove enemy minions. Rotnest Drake, one of the most powerful hunter cards. Veranus, very good if used with Unleash the Hounds as I mentioned before. The second Highlander card in the deck is Dino Tamer Bran. It is a good finisher card that puts King Crush, a beast with 8 attack and charge. Siamat, very versatile card that can help you in different situations. I use it more often to eliminate enemy minions with Rush and Wind Fury. And the third Highlander card and last in my deck is Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. It adds 2 random dragons to your hand with 0 cost. Sometimes they may be powerful ones and sometimes not that great, but overall the effect is very powerful and can change the way of the game. What you may find different and missing in my card selection compared to other variations of this deck are the Secrets and Face Stalker. In my opinion, this combination works great with the Dragon Hunter deck when you can have 2 explosive tracks for example, and that is strong against aggressive decks. But I found that it is not working very effectively with Highlander Hunter, so I removed the cards entirely. Some players are also using one very interesting card, Boom Pistol Bully. It can provide you an advantage at some point of the game against some warrior and rogue decks. If you are not familiar with this card, Boom Pistol Bully as well as Rotnus Drake can be crafted in the regular way if you haven't got them from the Galakrond Awakening adventure. Both these cards you can get as a reward from a boss in the 3rd chapter of the adventure. If you're interested, I have a video about how to get the Rotnus Drake and it is also valid for Boom Pistol Bully. I will put the link in the description below. The only difference is that Rotnus Drake is a reward from a boss in the League of Explorers campaign and Boom Pistol Bully is from the campaign League of Evil. I will finish this guide with the promised game against Galakrond Priest, one of the most challenging decks for Highlander Hunters. Galakrond Priests have a very rich arsenal of removal cards. They often heal their hero and can survive very long fights, which is not the desired scenario for Highlander Hunters. Sometimes that requires some eccentric decisions, for example picking Onyxia from a discovery instead of Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. But you will see what I mean if you watch the game. I hope this guide was helpful to you. I have a question for you guys that we may discuss in the comments below. Which in your opinion is the stronger deck? Dragon Hunter or Highlander Hunter? My results, for example, are very similar after hundreds of games. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button and remember to subscribe so you don't miss my next Hearthstone videos. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.
beyond imagination.